What's going on, everybody? CGA Sports here. Coach Greg Adams at your service. And this is somewhat of a breaking news, but by the time you watch this video, it might be a day or two old. But Ja Morant, the point guard for the Memphis Grizzlies, has just been suspended from all team activities due to, you guessed it, brandishing a firearm on social media, Instagram Live. Now, let's go ahead and review what's going on here just to catch you up. Ja Morant got in trouble, suspended for many games last year during their playoff run, in which I believe at that point they were the #2 seed in the Western Conference. And Ja Morant decided to brandish a firearm at a strip club or a after-hours club while he was on a break in Colorado. Well, there also were photographs that surfaced of him getting some lap dances and probably some additional services, but we don't know any of that. And that all came on the heels of some other things that have been going on, particularly an incident that happened at a shopping mall surrounding his mother and other incidences that probably led to pretty much an entourage showing up to defend his daughter, or not his daughter, his sister, at a volleyball game. And so Ja Morant has been getting in trouble. It's been a known thing. He also had the incident with another team that somebody might have pulled up next to him and had a laser or something like that, an infrared, a laser point that might have been pointing a firearm at their bus, and they thought that it was Ja Morant's entourage that might have been responsible for this. So now he had been suspended, potentially lost $50 million over the course of the suspension in salary and income related to marketing deals, shoe deals, and all of these things. That all went away. And of course, the Memphis Grizzlies were a traumatic thud in the playoffs, getting eliminated in the first round. So now you have all of that. Okay. Big disappointment from that team. And as you can see, they need some veteran leadership, and they need somebody behind Ja Morant that can actually talk to him about what type of situation that he has here. The NBA pretty much wants to make him a possible face of the organization for the entire world because his talent is that extraordinary. He's a small guard. He has great leaping ability. He has his legs, no injuries or very few injuries that have affected his leaping ability. I'm hoping he can improve on his jump shot. And then now you have this situation here with the Instagram Live where he apparently rapping to some thug music, talking about sending a parade to prison. He wants to brandish a firearm. Now, let me just clear one more thing up. Ja Morant wasn't supposed to be in the position that he's in. He wasn't a highly recruited athlete coming out of high school. He's an undersized guard. He had a phenomenal run at Murray State that got him into deep into the NCAA tournament. And then now you have him being a high pick. So you look at an opportunity for him to come from this situation and then indeed make it to the face of not only the franchise of Memphis, which he probably should get out of Memphis. He's now the franchise, the face of the NBA potentially. But of course, you can lead a horse to the trough, but you can't make him drink. In this situation, here's Ja Morant, all right, in the viral video, allegedly, of him brandishing a firearm. And let me just say this. I'm not against firearm possession. I actually think that citizens should be responsible with firearms, and most citizens are responsible with their firearms. I am as well, but brandishing them on a major platform that is public, especially live, especially after you've been warned, is not smart. And so this also comes off the heel of Mikey Williams potentially losing his college career at the University of Memphis and potentially his NBA career after being a highly sought out talent. And then you have Shawn Kemp. All right. Shawn Kemp busting caps in the mix at somebody because they stole something from him. And not only that, let's just say this doesn't represent all NBA players. There's 300 plus NBA players, and not all of them are getting in trouble like this, but this is Ja Morant. He is a high draft pick, and he is probably the face of NBA, and he's doing this. This is not good business. And he has to understand this is business. This is right here. According to the Memphis Commercial Appeal, right now, early this morning, Ja Morant flashes apparent firearm in a second viral video 2 months after his suspension. And let's see if we can show it here on the tube. And if they'll allow me to show it, this is the video that allegedly he's got in trouble for. And let's see if we can play it right now. I'm going to actually turn on the volume because, yeah, I don't think I can play the volume, but let's go ahead and put that up. That looks like a Twitter video. And it's either a Twitter live, Instagram live, I can't tell, but as you can see, they're having fun, and you got to watch who you. There it is, right there. That was the quick man brandish of the firearm, and even his friend knows, like, what the hell you doing? Like, bro, you can't do this. What are you doing? You just got out of trouble, and man, you got to watch who you surrounded by. Some of these people are not his friends, all right. And some people are saying it's an older video. Well, I don't know how old a video you can have when, in fact, it's live, all right. So maybe it's an older live video, or it is live at this particular moment. But that didn't stop giving people the benefit of the doubt. If they're dumb, they're dumb. All right. I know a lot of people want to make excuses for people, and if this and that, and what about when this person did? None of that matters in this situation. He took it upon himself to do this, or have this being done as a part of his personality, when it's completely unnecessary. The guy, I mean, come on, 2-parent household, stable mother, stable father. He has a young sister going to be a college athlete here pretty soon, and he's worth millions. He's a business among himself, and of course, he's a young man, and they want to do young man things. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't want to be in the NBA, Ja, if you don't want to be the face of the organization called the NBA, if you don't want to be the franchise player with the Memphis Grizzlies, all right, then go ahead and flush your career down the toilet. I mean, you know, Allen Iverson was kind of on this path as well, and he's kind of shown that, you know, that some people don't want to grow up at all. And there was a time that the NBA assigned, or franchises assigned, people to follow certain players around. I think Ja Morant needs those people around him, and not these many yes men around him that could be representative of the hood. That I don't even know if Ja Morant is even have a history in the hood. I mean, does he even come from the hood? That's the question I have. I mean, he doesn't, you know, he might come from the inner city, but is he hood? I'm going to say not. And I remember when he put those braids in his hair, and I remember I was critical of that decision for him to do that long before he actually did the color braids. And I was like, that's kind of more feminine energy than necessary. And a lot of people didn't agree with me. They didn't agree with me. They were like, oh, come on, man, catch up with the time. You just an old man. And I'm like, well, all right, I can see where people's mindsets are headed when they do certain things. And until he grows out of it, he's going to risk losing millions of dollars. This guy's going to lose millions of dollars overnight, and I don't think he understands that. Not only does he lose millions of dollars overnight, his future negotiations with any team that wants to sign him to a longer-term deal has been, I guess he shot himself in the foot, if you want to say that. He shot himself in the foot when it comes to that. And he also has to understand that, of course, he's a role model, all right? He is a role model. I know people don't want athletes to be role models, and it's sad that athletes are role models and teachers should be role models. Not in this day and age. They're running around here, all right, looking like they looking for the end of the Lucky Charms rainbow, but that's neither here nor there. All right, but what's really here is Ja Morant is making foolish decisions, and he just made another one. But look, let your voice be heard on this topic. Does this represent all NBA players? Should all NBA players take a look at this and learn from this? Will Ja Morant learn from this? Do you think he's going to learn from this? Do you think this is the dumbest decisions a person has made over the time span of 5 months than you've ever seen? Is this the biggest fumbling of the bag? Also, he had the opportunity of a lifetime. Do you think he'll recover from this because of his talent? All right. What do you think? Or is he being treated unfairly? Right? You might say he's being treated unfairly. It's a firearm. Everybody has the right to use it. He's exercising his 2A rights. All right. Let me know down below. All right. And we out of here. Peace.